Greetings and welcome back to the shadow of the Colossus. And I guess now it would be unfair simply to say the shadow of the Colossus, as clearly that crowd of figures that's around us is now the shadows of the Colossus. They're becoming more and more numerous with each enemy that we take down. And of course, Dorman is ready to speak again. Well, clearly some kind of snake-like creature awaits, looking at the shape of that statue. Its gaze will be upon us, and of course the pattern continues of journey and then Colossus and journey and then Colossus. But I'd like to talk a little bit today about those shadowy figures, or those shadows. I mean, the whole game is called Shadow of the Colossus, and as I think I've alluded to before, I don't think that the name of the game necessarily refers to the physical shadow of the towering creature, although at first glance that's what you think when you see the creature as we head over towards the, I think, right hand side somewhere. At first glance, first time you see that towering creature, it feels like the shadow that it's talking about must be the shadow that it casts on you from its massive height. But every time we slay a creature, as you have probably seen, a part of it leaves the creature and enters us. The shadow that is inside the Colossus passes from the Colossus into our hero Wanda, and that then begs a lot of questions about what exactly is moving from them to us, and of course what effect that is going to have on us as a whole. We have already seen that our physical condition is deteriorating, the skin becoming greyer and the scars becoming far more prominent. Part of that, of course, just due to the wear and tear of these battles and the endless travelling, but I think a lot of it as well must be down to whatever kind of energy and power is entering us. Now, we've already spoken about the fact that most theories hinge that the Colossus themselves are the keys to releasing Dormin, and there is something about those Colossi that is attached to either the locking mechanism of Dormin, or in fact maybe the force and the energy of Dormin itself. And I think the second is probably the most likely. I mean, Wanda now doesn't feel like he's become some sort of giant key, but he perhaps does feel more like that he is starting to kind of hold some sort of dark energy, and that would explain the physical deterioration to his character and his mood as well. Although he's getting very hopeful about the revival of Mono, his actions are getting quite dark, or his face is kind of getting darker, and the whole game itself is increasing that mood of kind of hopelessness and this idea that things aren't going to turn out right. So if that is the case, then the power that is moving from the Colossi to us will be perhaps the power of Dormin, perhaps the power over death, or indeed perhaps the power that's moving from them to us is death, if that indeed is a force. And of course that would explain quite a lot. As I just have a little look at this tree, it looks like there's probably a way to climb that tree, but I don't want to take up your valuable time while I go fruit hunting. I think you probably have more to do with your life, so I shall ignore that for now and maybe come back and explore a little later. But if in the game death is a force, because remember Dormin is supposed to be this creature that has power over life, power over death, and that's one of the reasons why they seem to be kind of scared of Dormin, then that mysterious power potentially at this moment is actually within us. And whilst some games may have taken that to make Wanda more and more powerful, as if we are coming somewhat deity-like, Shadow of the Colossus definitely hasn't taken that route. We seem to be getting kind of weaker and more desolate and more alone, and almost like the consequences of this will be felt most hardly by us. But Wanda doesn't care. After he was warned at the very beginning of the game that the consequences for this task may be grave indeed, and Wanda's answer was simple: I don't care. It doesn't matter. He doesn't seem to care for his personal preservation only for that of the one that he values, mono. And it looks like we need to go straight forward, but the wall in front of us seems to object to that. Doesn't look like I can go right. Oh, that looks some sort of cave, perhaps, over there. If I can get little aggro down and round. Looks like I have completely failed to go the right way here. For those of you that have seen my flailing about with the controller in previous videos, I have been practicing my horse and archery control a little bit, and as you can see, I have got so much better as I fall off that cliff. But hopefully we'll have less random jumping for me now. Now this, I assume, is one of those save points, which would probably imply that there's going to be one of those lizards attached to it somewhere. In fact, there is one, but they do scuttle around quite a lot, and I don't know, for the amount of time it actually takes to hunt them down, I'm not sure it's worth the tiny little boost it gives you. Probably if you hunt down every single one, it is quite a substantial boost by the end, but I think, unless I can see it popping out, we shall get on our way and try and find the Colossi. But there's a lovely little close-up of Aggro. He's beautifully animated. I mean, the textures, I think I was saying into one of you guys in the comment section, I think the textures on this game are starting to look dated. Although the game itself is kind of HD, I mean, the resolution doesn't really matter if the textures themselves haven't been pushed up to a higher kind of bitmap. And it's very noticeable when if you're a PC player, one of the things that PC gamers often do is get a mod which increases the textures. I used to do that quite a lot with Fallout 3. There was a wonderful texture pack that would change the textures from being something like 1080, no, sorry, not 1080, like 1024 resolution up to like kind of full HD, and the difference, how close you could get to objects, was quite staggering. And I think, if anything, the thing that makes Shadow of the Colossus look a little bit dated now is the textures, but the animations, the movements, just looking at the way Aggro kind of trots around it, are beautifully done. They must have spent a long time getting those actions right, and we are in a very strange looking environment. It's so big it feels like the outside, but clearly there's a roof above our head. Now I think the clue said that the creature lives underground, so I'm going to assume that this is the arena. Now if this is the arena, I guess we need to start thinking about, well, what... Oh, well, it looks like it is going to emerge. If this is the arena, I guess we need to start thinking about what is around us, what can be used to defeat this Colossus. And yes, it is some kind of snake. It looks like there was, yeah, there's hair along the back of it there. So we, at some point, I guess we are going to grab that hair and crawl our way along it. Wow, look at the power of that creature. I mean, I know this is obviously a fictitious creature, but imagine the muscle strength that you would need to swim through sand. I mean, sand is really thick and really heavy, and that thing is basically swimming through it. That creature must be basically 100% muscle, and I guess it's coming towards me. Now, interestingly, I'm still on Aggro. Most of the Colossi so far, in fact, except the last one, of course, where we had that strange laser creature, didn't let me have the horse. So I'm gonna make a guess that if it's coming this way, I'm gonna make a guess that I've still got Aggro. I'm gonna need Aggro, and actually, it's going faster than me even when I'm still on the horse. Oh my goodness. Ow! Wow, there goes 2/3 of my health. Let's get back on Aggro and I don't know, do what? I mean, maybe can I climb some of these rock things? I can't see any kind of handholds or anything to cling on to, but the music's getting louder and it's in front of me. Can I maybe leap onto its back? Wow, there's its eyes. There is its eyes. That's some scary stuff going on there. Whoa! Oh no! We got whooped. Well, the clue was right. Its gaze really was upon us, as were, more importantly, perhaps its teeth. Okay, we'll skip the introductory scene this time, and off it goes. Okay, well, if we're on the horse, we can run from it. It looks like it's going to chase us. We've got a bow and arrow, so I guess we can try and shoot it. I mean, I guess the obvious thing is going to be to try and shoot it in one of those eyes, but I don't know if we can actually ride one way and shoot backwards. Maybe see it. Oh, I kind of can, actually. I don't know if I'm eventually going to ride into a wall though, because that would kind of... I think that's how I ended up dying there. I kind of collided with a wall. Oh no, that says much for my driving skills. It's getting a little bit close. Wow, look at that. That is a cool looking Colossus. And I am actually a little bit scared of that one, because there's not really anything to hit. Okay, so strategy is we're going to wait for it to stick its head out of the ground, and we're going to try and shoot it in its eye. And actually, I'm not steering aggro, and he just turned a corner. Which possibly implies that he has some sort of kind of auto steer when I've drawn my bow. And yet now I'm in control. Well, that's pretty cool. But aggro's got like a kind of autopilot for horses. So I guess we need to let this creature catch up a little bit and hope it gets its eyes out of the ground. Right, come on, what have you got? This is not going to be an easy shot. There it is, there it is, there it is. Missed. And again, and again. Oh dear. It dives before it jumps. I think aggro managed to save me there by diving out one way or the other. This really doesn't seem to end well for Wanda, doesn't it? You know, if we don't kill the Colossi, then they murder us, and if we do kill the Colossi, we just get attacked by some strange shadow creature. Ah, I missed again. Whoa! I was going to say, you don't really think of snakes having huge mouths, but I suppose they do actually, don't they? Because they can like swallow rodents whole and stuff like that. So maybe I shouldn't be surprised when this colossal jaw breaks forth from the sand. Although perhaps it's less about surprise and just more about a survival instinct. Right. Okay, we failed twice. Will third time be the magic? Let's pull that bow. Now my stamina is affected, or my bow does affect the stamina as I pull it, so I've only got a limited time to hold the bow, but I think I can... It's going down very, very... Whoa! Wow! Oof! That literally sent me flying through the air, and I've got a very, 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 very small amount of health left, so I think we will take the high road and leg it. This is not going well. I can't die twice on a Colossus. No! I know clearly that I'm a Colossi killing role model to millions of you at home, so I must allow myself to get whooped twice. Unless, of course, I've got the wrong idea. Maybe I'm not trying to shoot this thing in the eye. Maybe it is that we kind of need to ride round and grab its back or something. Let's just try one more time. Oh, I got it! I got it! Wow! Well, it looks like its driving is just about as bad as mine, except especially when you shoot it in the eye. And assuming it's not going to move, I guess we now need to go and grab its back and get climbing. We're going to need the sword if we're going to find the sigil. Oh, I've actually ran past it. Whoa, and there we go. Right, let's get stabbing, Mr. Snake, and your scary eyes. Now, will this sigil disappear? Is the secondary question. Still there, so we can take another good stab at it. There we are, and oh, it's on the move, it's on the move! It's gone. My guess is it's not going to be gone for long, so let's get back on aggro. Now, will it attack me exactly the same way? Maybe I need to shoot it in the other eye? Or is it now going to change its attack pattern? I love the way the music gets quieter as it goes further away, and the music gets louder as the Colossus gets nearer. That is a brilliant little touch. But the tension literally gets raised with the orchestra. It's like the band is sitting on the back of the Colossus. It's great. Okay, well, I'm still scared of this Colossi, but we've taken out one of the sigils. We know how to beat it. It's just going to be a case now of getting another bow into the right place. Come on, show me those beautiful little eyes. Not the jaw, please. God, the strength of this thing to power through sand and rock. It's no wonder it knocked itself out when it went into that wall. And now it's stubbornly not even showing me its eyes. Of course, that might mean it's changed its attack pattern and I need to do something else. Let's just let it come up a few more times and see if it ever does still show me the eyes. Oh, there they are, there they are. Ah, what, shoot it in the monobrow? Ah. Maybe the eyes are still there, but it gives me less time to hit it. Something like that, maybe. Oh, aggro, now is not the time to hit the wall, because we will die. He didn't have any chance of getting me there. Now he's just trying to pose. But my grip on my bow has actually got really, really low. You see that pink circle's got really tiny. And I think I'm actually riding at the same speed as it, so if I don't slow down, he won't catch me. It's that weird thing that I need to let him get close enough to almost catch me, but not quite catch me. Which is the kind of thing that often ends with a mild attack of death. Right, let's slow down just for a second. Let him catch up a bit, and then get going again. Come on! Show me those pretty blue eyes. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it really isn't. Although there was definitely that quick glimpse of them a couple of rises ago. This thing sounds like thunder as it comes through the sound. Come on, just raise the eye just a little bit. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Ah! It's really hard to keep the bow in the same position. It like as aggro moves, it pulls the bow all around, so I can't just leave the bow pointing in one direction and expect it to hit. It just seems to move. Excellent, and there's a wall. Run! Hope aggro's eaten his daily carrot. Right, come on, show me the eye. Yes, there we are. As the Colossi writhes and twists and still seems to be chasing me. Okay, now will the sigil be in the same place? And that's pirouette from Wanda. Thank you, Wanda, for sharing with us your ballet techniques. Kind of walk up it, kind of climb up it, but I want to get up fairly fast in case this thing starts moving again. I don't know if this is like whether it's jammed temporarily or whether it's jammed until I can kill it. There's the sigil, and this must be a second one because it's a lot higher up. Now let's get stabbing. This is going to be the strongest Colossus yet, I think, that we have taken down, assuming that he is going to go. Just one more blow. And we've defeated air, we've defeated land, we've defeated water. Now we've defeated pure muscle. And again, the music as it dies is not completely joyful. Remorseful, guilt-filled, as we literally are smoking with the entry of that next shadow. I do hope that you have enjoyed slaying Colossus number 10 with me. If you have, then there's a nice achievement there. Then please do give the video a like, as it helps the series to grow. And we now have a small army of shadows standing right next to us, and the next idol will fall. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Just hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to come back and check for Colossus number 11. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.